Hi, Alan here from RVAcrossAmerica.net, and the main question to answer in this post is Vernal Utah an aquatic paradise? And I'm smiling because in a lot of ways it really is. Before I get into that, let me just first of all thank you for the response that I've received to my most recent posting on RV safety. It was called RV Warning, and that's over at RVAcrossAmerica.net/RV Warning. And this post, by the way, is going to be at RVAcrossAmerica.net/Kayak Vernal. And I'm going to cover two things in the post. I introduce you to a number of lakes that are surrounding Vernal, Utah. You know, Blake, who is the owner of the campground at Fossil Valley RV, I highly recommend Fossil Valley. I've stayed there now several times, and most recently twice this year, the first time for over 2 months and the second time for over a month, just leaving there about, I guess, 5-6 days ago. And his RV park is safe, secure, centrally located in Vernal, and right across from the Smiths, which I love. And it's centrally located to the lakes. So that to me is very key. Some of these lakes that I'm going to talk about, and they're in the post, do have campgrounds. There are a couple of state parks, Steinecker and Red Fleet, Steinecker being the better of the two. For RV camping, it's got real campsites. Red Fleet has a parking lot. Although I do understand in Red Fleet's defense that they are planning on closing the park for an extended period and renovating that. So I don't know what they have in mind. I don't know what they're going to do. They don't have a lot of acreage, but maybe they're going to come up with something that's better than what they have, which is a parking lot on a slope. Not good. But there's also Pelican, Cottonwood, and a couple others. And, you know, Blake pointed out to me that there are a lot of people who live in the Vernal area, which is in the northeastern corner of Utah. It's about 2.5-3 hours east of the Salt Lake Valley, and they own boats. And they own boats because there's a lot of boating. I mean, you got the Flaming Gorge just north of Red Fleet and Steinecker, another half-hour drive. And the Flaming Gorge is a large water body. I mean, there's a lot of paddling you can do, or boating you can do, or motorboating, or whatever it is you do. There's a lot of it. And the Flaming Gorge does have some great campgrounds. I've stayed at Luzerne. I love Luzerne. However, you're in the middle of nowhere. So if you want provisions, and if you want the, if you will, benefits of civilization, if you're intending to spend time in the Flaming Gorge, you have two choices: Green River, which is not a great choice, that's in Wyoming, or Vernal. So, you know, my nod goes to Vernal. Anyway, we're going to talk about, in the post, I get into details on where each of the lakes is and what it's like, and, you know, what to offer. But also, I get into, I had a problem with, those of you who follow my posts and my videos know that I've been using an inflatable kayak for years now, and the company that I've been really squawking about very highly, their quality control has turned downhill. They use a bladder, an inner tube, if you will, a main tube, to inflate the kayak, and that main tube in the one that I have, and I've had it replaced a few times, not reliable. So it set me out on a path this summer to locate a replacement, identify a company that made a good quality inflatable kayak. And, you know, inflatable kayaks are great for travelers because they compress really well when you deflate them, and you can fold them up and travel with them very easily. And frankly, I find that they're more stable and more comfortable than a hard shell kayak. That said, I went out on a search and I found one, and I tell you all about it in the post, and I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. And it's all positive, and there's some other good information in there. So go to the post. The post is going to be at RVAcrossAmerica.net/Kayak Vernal. All right, Kayak Vernal. RVAcrossAmerica.net/Kayak Vernal. I'm actually making this post here. I'm always a little bit behind in when I'm making a video. While I'm at Starvation State Park, or Fred Hayes Park at Starvation, I believe is the new name. I kind of like Starvation State Park. It's just such cool names. to some of the Utah state parks. There's another one called Dead Horse Point. I hope they never change that state park name. That's near Moab, by the way. Starvation is about 60 miles west of Vernal, and it's a great place. It's a breezy place. Right now it's about 27 degrees outside, and the wind is blowing a little bit. I have managed to do some kayaking here. I got in 2 days on the kayak, yesterday and the day before. Today's kind of iffy, but then Sunday and Monday I may very well get out on the lake and spend some time paddling before I head down to Draper for the winter, and I'll fill you all in on that when the time comes and when I get down there. But let's say that the main goal, skiing, and Solitude looks like it's going to be opening up on the 18th of November, and given the forecast for the next 3 weeks, I think they have an outstanding chance of doing that. In fact, they'll open, and I believe they're going to open with a significant amount of their terrain open. So it'll be a blockbuster opening day. Anyway, Alan here, rvacrossamerica.net/kayak Vernal. And kayak is spelled K-Y-A-K if you don't know. And again, I'll cover all the lakes and all the details and the campgrounds and everything else over in the post. Just wanted to reach out and say hi. And again, thank you for that response you've given me to the RV warning post. That's an important one. That really details what's going on in this industry. And for those who are looking for a guide by their side, somebody who has their back, by all means, feel free to reach out to me. That's what I do from my camper. I help people to buy campers. Think of me as a broker, a concierge, an advisor, a consultant, a negotiator, all of that wrapped up into one. And you can learn more about that at rvcrossamerica.net/buy-sell, BUYSELL. Okay, thanks much, and you have a wonderful weekend if that's when you're seeing this, or assuming I get it posted this weekend. Got to think about that. It's Saturday morning as I'm recording it, or whenever it gets up there. Have a wonderful time. Thank you. Alan here. I'm out.